Hi guys, it's Padlock here with another lockpicking video for you. Now, last night I found out that a Royal Navy warship had moored up in Canary Wharf, and of course I had to go check that out. And this is it. This is H.M.S. Duncan. That number on the side of the ship is D37, if you can't see it in the video. And H.M.S. Duncan is a guided missile destroyer, which is pretty awesome. Now, I'm not too sure why it's here, but I suspect it has something to do with the centenary of the Battle of Jutland, which is coming up on the 31st of May. Now, the Battle of Jutland was a naval exchange between the British Royal Navy and the Imperial German Navy's High Seas Fleet during World War I. It was the largest naval battle and the only full-scale clash of battleships during the war. Both sides claimed victory, but from what I read, it was actually rather inconclusive. You had 14 British ships sunk versus 11 German ships, and that's with a loss of 6,500 British sailors and 3,000 German sailors. Now, a lot of controversy exists around the exchange, namely the British failure to achieve a decisive victory, but also the circumstances surrounding the loss of 3 British battle cruisers to catastrophic magazine explosions. Battle cruisers were capital ships of the British Navy, so their loss was pretty significant. Well, I'm going to go and try and get some closer pictures of HMS Duncan, and I'm also going to head over to the National Maritime Museum in Greenwich, where I believe they're holding an exhibition to celebrate the centenary of the exchange. But guys, you're not here for any of that, you're here for the lockpicking, and I've got something pretty special for you today. So I'm going to go find myself a lock lab near HMS Duncan, and I'm going to pick a lock for you. I'll be right back. Okay guys, so the lock I've got for you today is this American Series 700. It's a great lock. This is the key, the pitching of the key, and you can see the pins 1 and 4 are 0 set. It's pretty beaten up. It looks like someone's taken some cutters to this at some point. But it's a lovely lock, and it was sent to me by Joshua, aka Drop Tension Wrench on the UK Locksport forum. So thanks so much, Joshua. I really appreciate it. So let's see if I can't pick it for you. Oh, that's the lock working. It's all locked up. Now I'm going to use top of the keyway tension, and I'm going to use a Southord number 7, I think, a medium hook, and I think that's its first outing for a lockpicking video for me. So let's see what we can do. Getting slight turns of the core. Just working my way through. I don't know what the binding order is, but typically it's it's not typically anything. I guess what I was going to say is that typically it's not too difficult, because you only really need to deal with pins 5, 3 and 2, with 1 and 4 being 0 set, but I feel like, and typically I can open this quite quickly, but of course when you get a lock onto camera, it's a completely different matter. And there we are, there's a false set. Just looking for counter rotation. Can't feel anything. I haven't opened up. Oh. Well, that's the thing about Americans. you do need to be careful not to have picked it and just not realise it. Okay, well, that's the American 700 picked open. One thing to note is my usual technique for these logs is to use a Sparrows, just a standard Sparrows hook, and to balance on. Let's just get that closed up. I use a Sparrows to balance on this warding here and pick the log that way, and that's worked very, very well for me for other American calls, but for this log it didn't work. And I'll tell you why. Typically what I was finding was that I was getting it to a full set, a good full set, and I was trying to pick it, and it was always this pin 5 which was giving me counter rotation, and I'd push and push and push, and then as soon as I'd got it, or felt like I'd got it, I was also oversetting pin 4, so it either wasn't catching or it just fell back down. I don't know, but in any event, this technique didn't work. I got frustrated. I shouldn't have got frustrated. I should have just used my head and tried a different technique. That's my lesson from this log. Typically a lock isn't difficult, you're just being stupid, and always try a different technique if one doesn't work. Anyway guys, that's the American 700 picked open. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. So this is H.M.S. Duncan. Pretty cool, guys. And there's a free tour. So I've just stepped off H.M.S. Duncan, and seriously guys, it is so awesome. If you get a chance to come check it out, please do, because honestly, it's a great experience. They've set it up really well in there. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, take care, and I'll see you soon. Bye.